What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. It's been a tough road for doggy kink lovers of nuclear waste who find themselves being quite radioactive inside of the American justice system. Sam Brinton is back on the lam, or should I say in a jail cell. Not sure if there's any type of fetish involved with that, but Sam Brinton is locked up without bail. Breaking news, non-binary ex-Biden official Sam Brinton arrested as a fugitive from justice. Oh my. Brinton was escorted out in handcuffs, neighbors said. What has happened to our favorite nuclear waste aficionado kink lover, man in charge of the Department of Energy nuclear program? You see, Vladimir Putin, are you shaking in fear? If only there were some warning signs. Yes, that's right, says Libs of TikTok. If only there had been some warning signs. The nuclear official arrested as a fugitive from justice. Let's go. Sam Brinton, the non-binary activist, tapped by Joe Biden for a key nuclear role before he was fired for repeatedly stealing women's clothing, was arrested on Wednesday night as a fugitive from justice. Here is the arrest data right here. You can sort of see here the Montgomery County. Sam Brinton, 35. Boom. So, what exactly were they arrested for? Well, being a fugitive from justice inside of the Montgomery County, Maryland home, there were a bunch of police cars that parked out front of Brinton's house, and he was escorted out in handcuffs. Let's pop over here to see a little bit more about what the actual crime might have been. According to county records reviewed by Fox News, Brinton was taken into custody in Rockville, Maryland. Police spokesperson said that the arrest was led by the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority Police, which is the lead law enforcement agency for both Washington, D.C. area airports. Washington, you'll recall that Sam Brinton stole all these bags from the airport. Montgomery County Police assisted in the arrest. The Fox News digital reporter has learned. The Metropolitan Washington Authority Police are the lead on this. Brinton was arrested at 10 p.m. last night. They are, and is being held with a no bond status as they await an extradition hearing. That's all the information we have. Extradition to where? A witness who claimed that Brinton's neighbor, to be Brinton's neighbor, said that they saw him dragged out in handcuffs. Again, not sure if there's any fetish involved there. The arrest comes months after Brinton, who made headlines last year for being appointed to the position to oversee nuclear waste at the Department of Energy under Joe Biden, as the first non-binary gender fluid person, escaped jail time in two separate cases in Nevada and Minnesota involving luggage thefts. What a system. There's some privilege for you. White, bald privilege, I guess, at that. Police charged Brinton in October with stealing a traveler's bag worth thousands of dollars from Reagan National Airport and Minneapolis St. Paul Airport. In December, Las Vegas prosecutors charged Brinton with grand larceny, valued between $1,200 and $5,000. Police accused Brinton of stealing suitcases with an estimate of $3,600 at Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas. The bag contained jewelry that had thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. Brinton faced up to 15 years total for the two alleged theft. However, in both cases, the presiding judges ruled that jail time wasn't necessary. In addition, female Tanzanian fashion designer based in Houston accused Brinton in February of wearing her custom design. Houston police referred that case to the FBI. The DOE announced that Brinton would no longer be welcome inside of the building after dressing just fabulously in stolen women's clothing. So, yeah, again, if only there had been signs that this person severely needed some help, and that if only there had been some warning signs. Seriously, if only there had been warning signs here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to say that this person no longer works for the federal government, but let's not forget that this person was lavished and ravished with praise. I mean, you can go through and search for now the search for Sam Brinton's name is completely and utterly decimated by the amount of press about the arrests and the thefts. But look, man, like you have photos like this one, right? Like inside of the White House, inside of these fancy DC parties, hobnobbing with and inside of some of the most important buildings in Washington, D.C., with some of the most important jobs in D.C., nuclear energy guru became the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Spent Fuel and Waste Disposition. In other words, they're in charge of helping the government find a place to store radioactive waste. Well, I'll tell you what, there's radioactive waste, ladies and gentlemen, currently being stored in Montgomery County. The reason why I'm a little frustrated about all of this is that clearly you violated a woman and a woman of color who all of you supposedly care about. The value of her work. Tucker Carlson had the temerity to actually bring the victim of one of Sam Brinton's heinous crimes on air, and it's worth replaying. It went like this.
It's only March. We're going to go ahead and just declare this the best story of the year. So we told you about a Tanzanian fashion designer who was watching Fox News coverage of Sam Brinton. That would be Joe Biden's non-binary cross-dressing nuclear waste expert who stole luggage off carousels as part of his fetish. So this designer, Asia Alkag, noticed that Sam Brinton was wearing one of her dresses. And we thought, how great would it be to track down this Tanzanian designer to tell her story? And we have. She joins us now with her husband, Kamsin. Asia, thank you so much. Kamsin, thank you. Asia, will you tell us what happened? How did you notice that it was your dress?
Bismillah. Thanks for inviting me to your show.
Of course.
My name is Asia Idarus Kamsin, Tanzanian fashion designer based in Houston, Texas. On February 2018, I flew back from Tanzania with my collection of Lady in Red Fashion Show 2018, which is my annual platform. I was invited in Washington, D.C. to Kenyan community event who really support my work to showcase my designs. I flew from Houston to Washington, D.C. on March 9th, 2018. When I arrived in DCA, one of my bags was missing. I opened the claim to Delta office and DCA, and I made a police report in DCA airport, but my bag was not found. On December 2022, we saw on the Fox News about Sam Brinton luggage issue, and saw my custom-made designs worn by Sam Brinton, which was in the missing bag back 2018. Oh my God, I was shocked. For more than 40 years, I work hard. On my work, it's very paining. Then I made another police report in Houston. They told me to wait for investigation. On January, somebody called me and introduced himself, and he told me he's working on my issue, but still today I had nothing. I was asking myself how this person got my custom-made designs, because it's one of a kind, and wear them without fear and display in public. I don't accuse him as a thief, but there is question to be answered here. What I can say for now, with all pains, time, suffer, let down my people, didn't attend the show, what I need is justice now. And I believe there is justice.
Well, I believe that too. Has he reached out to you, the man who clearly stole your luggage, Sam Brinton? Has he called you or returned these dresses?
No.
May I ask a question of your husband? So here you have this entitled little creep who's a federal official stealing your wife's clothing. What's your reaction to that, and what would you say to Sam Brinton if you could?
Well, the only thing I can say, it's paining, and I was going through hardship, to try to calm her down, and because this is her passion. She's been doing this for 40 years. And all of a sudden, somebody running around with your design, a piece of art, it's painful. And she asked me, I said, well, you've tried whatever you've been trying, if there is justice, let them hear about you. If somebody can step up and try to help, because without help, and this thing, people think like it turns more into political, which is not. You can't say green is black or black is yellow. Yeah. Black is black. The truth want to be, said.
Yes.
So we thank you to come to your show, and maybe somebody outside can hear,
Well, I hope so.
Her claim.
And I hope this man gets a little Tanzanian justice, honestly, because he's not getting in this country. So I appreciate so much both of you coming on, and I'm sorry for what you've been through, and I hope that restitution is paid to you both. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Mr.
so
Cover.
much.
But we're calling for somebody there too, if you can help out.